Good afternoon. Hello. Hello? There we go. I thought I was in Finland for a second. Wow, 2024 is almost over. And it's been a crazy year, hasn't it? It's been another year of tremendous technological progress when you think about it. In California, they have autonomous taxis driving around like moose on the streets of Finland. The iPhone, the latest revolutionary, the most revolutionary version of the iPhone was released just a month ago, and it's officially over 1 million times faster than the original Mac. Although being so small that you can lose it in your couch cushions. And one of our good friends turned 40. Do you guys know who turned 40 this week? Do we have any data people here in the room? Data? Anybody? Our good friend Excel turned 40 this week. How about that? Woo! Excel, the source of all our headaches and nightmares and data reconciliation issues. Breakdancing became Olympic after 44 years. How's that? I can do the bunny hop for you later today if you're not nice to me. And 2024, of course, was the year where AI went mainstream. Even the laziest student realized that he or she could write a masterpiece thesis Sunday night. And the cool thing is this masterpiece thesis genuinely reads like somebody who wrote it was genuinely hallucinating at that time. But all jokes aside, 2024 was really the year of AI. Companies jumped on the bandwagon left and right. And if you had a product that you were selling that wasn't sexy enough, you just stuck the AI label on it and it instantaneously became sexy. Well, by now, in fall, we've realized that is not really the case. A lot of companies also realized in 2024 that AI is actually difficult to do. Because let's face it, and you guys know this better than I do, for AI to work and to be powerful, you need clean, fresh, and up-to-date data, not just once, but on a repeated basis. And this is really, really tough. Clean, fresh, and up-to-date data is the gas for your AI. And that's also why we've seen in 2024 that the data warehouse is actually even more important than it's always been. We've always used it for analytics and reporting, and now it has become the central hub for our AI. And guess what? I mean, if data is the fuel for AI, the data warehouse is the gas station for it. But the sad reality is, and you have probably, and hopefully not too many of you, lived through this before, implementing a really good solid data warehouse is tough. It is really tough, and too many projects fail. Just earlier this week at the Helsinki Data Week, who has been there earlier on Monday? Quite a few people. That's good. Earlier Monday, we heard that almost 80% of all data warehousing projects fail. That is too much. That is way too much. The reasons for that are plentiful. Sometimes it's technology. Sometimes it's the complexity. Sometimes it's the lack of people. Sometimes it's the political bullshit that is, excuse my French, that is associated with this. Also data culture. We'll talk about that later today. And unfortunately, a lot of data engineers feel the pain. As a matter of fact, when you look at the forums nowadays, you hear a lot of people talking not about data engineering, but about data plumbing. Have you heard that term before? I see a lot of nodding here. I'm sorry about that. Data plumbing, it shouldn't be that way. Data engineers are fixing pipelines. They are getting calls over the weekend to fix these different things so that the data can be pumped into analytics and AI. They're trying to decode mushrooming data models. It is a nightmare, and it shouldn't really be that way. And at the same time, the business is sitting on the sidelines. They're twiddling their thumbs, waiting for data, and then guess what they do? They turn back to the good old friend, Excel, and try to do it themselves. And that's where the nightmare starts all over again. Well, we're here today, ADE Summit 2024. And for those of you who know us at ADE, our mission has been since 2016 to make your data work smarter, faster, and also most importantly, we want to put the joy back into your data work because we at ADE, we believe data work should be enjoyable, shouldn't it? It should be enjoyable. You know what? When I look at some of the magazines, some of the blog posts, people are now once again, after the big data wave, writing about the fact that data jobs are the sexiest jobs in the industry. if they're really that sexy, it should be enjoyable, I think. And with that, the data community here in Helsinki, welcome to ADE Summit 2024. So today, we're going to do some really cool stuff. We will span a really wide circle across multiple different topics. We will talk about how you can put the joy back into your data work or keep the joy there and maybe even increase it. We will talk about data culture. We'll get started with that. We'll also hear from two of our customers who have done great things and who continue to do great things. You will learn some best practices from them. You will hear from our executive team at ADE about what's going on with our company and also with our product. I'm pretty sure that some of you want to hear exactly what's going on with our technology. And then also last but not least, because we also have a great partner ecosystem, we will have a trend panel where we'll talk with our good partners, Databricks, Snowflake, and also Inform Data Lab from Germany about some of the latest things that are happening in the technology area. So overall, a great program. But before we get started, a couple of logistics. First of all, I would like to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors, Databricks, Snowflake, and also AWS. We couldn't put such a great event together without you. Thank you very much for supporting us here. I would also like to encourage everybody to visit their booths. They're outside, they can answer your questions. And they also have great merch, as I found out. We saw some polar bears, I saw some t-shirts here. That's good stuff, so make sure that you visit them during the break. If you have questions, you can spot our squad. We have these cool jackets, so you can easily spot our team, especially here in the neon light. Matti, if you can stand up real quick. You can see here, he's glowing in the dark. It's the glow of joy of the data work that his team does. So please talk to our people if you have any questions about anything about the event or so. And with that, are you guys ready to go? Very good. You guys are good Finns. They told me you wouldn't react at all. Are you guys ready to go? Yeah. Very good. Cool. So let's talk about a really important topic. When people talk about data, they typically think about technology and they want to talk about data strategy. Those are the cool things, right? But guess what? There's a missing ingredient very often that people tend to oversee, and that is culture. Culture is the lubricant that makes the data work like a slick oiled engine. And that's what we want to talk about today.